I do believe that WIC is necessary and important. I believe there's people out there that are shy or have some sort of stigma about needing help, and it's okay to need help.
WIC stands for Women, Infants, and Children, but it's really for the entire family.
And now working in this program is just amazing to reach out and help other families go through the same situations that I was in myself.
Because their focus is on nutrition. It is very necessary for young moms, young fathers, grandmothers to really understand the basic nutrition. Nutrition will actually build throughout your lifetime, and if they didn't get that as a child, they won't get that as an adult.
A lot of times when people come in and start on the program, they're in crisis. So there's just a lot of emotion involved. You really get to know them. You have a chance to support them. And 5 or 6 years is a really long period of time to work with someone while they're raising their kids.
There's a whole lot more that goes with that. We have a lot of foster parents that bring their foster kids in. We have a lot of grandparents that maybe have their grandkids staying with them and they end up bringing in their kids to WIC. We have a lot of dads that come in to the office too, which is wonderful.
It's okay to go out and talk to people and get what you need for your family.
My WIC story, oh gosh. So I first started WIC when I was 17 with my first daughter. I got pregnant at 17.
My WIC story started about 16 months ago when I was pregnant with my daughter Jamie.
And then I didn't have my second son until I was 23, and WIC really helped me a lot with my second son. My dad had died 3 months before he was born. I was trying to breastfeed and going to nursing school and trying to grieve, and the lactation consultant at WIC took my hand, walked me through it.
That's the great thing about WIC. They keep you up and healthy and what you need with your body.
The WIC program serves pregnant women. The minute you know you're pregnant, you're welcome to come in.
I remember calling her one day just crying, and she was like, "It's okay." And she walked me through how to hand express, how to use the pump over the phone. She even came to my house.
Not only do they get the benefits of the actual food, but they get someone who can help them learn how to breastfeed their baby if they've never successfully done that before. They also have someone they can turn to with any questions about how to feed their baby, when's the appropriate time to start solids, when's the appropriate time to start finger and table foods. So they just really have a partner with them from the time that they get pregnant through their pregnancy and until the child turns 5.
WIC is really a nutrition education program, so there's a lot of nutrition questions that come with that first visit, and I feel like you do really get to know each other.
The process went really well. The first appointment, the lady, she was really nice. She helped me with what to get and showed me the book of what kind of food to get.
The benefits were very customized to us. They really helped my son with his speech problems, with his gross motor skills. And then when I had 2 babies and 3 babies and 4 babies, there was a lot of babies, and I was a little stressed out on how to care for them all, what they all needed. They were able to take each kid at their stage, at their level, what they needed, and help me with that.
They definitely customized to my needs of the fact that I was basically a child with a child. And they work through the nutrition, just basic nutritional needs of, okay, she's 17, she needs to know about grains, she needs, at the time, the food pyramid, they need to know about the fruits and the vegetables.
They helped plan out what we needed to do and what we could do in the future and all the options that were open to us. When we could go to different programs, when it came to preschool, what we would need to do, how they could do hearing checks, how they could do wellness checks, how they could help us with speech therapy if we needed, or physical therapy. So they were able to get us connected with the people we needed to talk to.
Through the WIC program, we get a lot of fruits and vegetables, and we get a lot of milk and cereal.
We get a lot of yogurt. My kids are cheeseaholics, so they eat a lot of cheese. We go through a lot of bread because peanut butter and jellies are a must for lunchtime with 4 kids.
They love the peanut butter.
and of course the milk and the yogurt.
I have a bowl of fruit that is on my counter all the time.
We can use our checks at the farmer's market. It's really wonderful because you can go and take this check and exchange it for fresh veggies.
And then there are a few sites throughout the state of Montana that have a farmer's market program where you get an extra voucher on top of your fruit and vegetable voucher.
I had a daughter that was low in iron, and so WIC was very good about telling me what to eat and explore new avenues.
It is so important to have WIC here within tribal health, because tribal health is such a, it's where most American Indians on the reservation actually come to get their health care.
The WIC office is super important for this area. Reservation-wide, we're in a food desert. The WIC program provides a large portion of a lot of these families' foods, supplementing the SNAP program and the commodities program throughout the reservation.
For someone who's not sure if they qualify from an income perspective, if they're on Medicaid or SNAP or TANF, they are eligible for the WIC program. They have adjunct eligibility, and they can just call us and tell us they're on one of those programs, and we can set up that certification appointment. If they're not on one of those programs, then it's income-based, and we just have a chart, and they can let us know how many people are in their household, and we can let them know if they're eligible or not.
So we have a great eWIC card now that makes the process at the stores more convenient, quicker, and subtle when you're shopping.
You can use it just like a debit card.
You can take it anywhere in my wallet, because with the paper one, I had trouble taking it with me, or forgetting it in the truck, forgetting it at home.
And with the eWIC card now, you could just put all that stuff on one thing. You run it like a debit card right away, and you don't feel like everybody's judging you behind you because you have WIC or something like that. It's just part of the natural process of going to the grocery store now.
After someone has a child, they either breastfeed or they decide for some reason not to breastfeed, they are still eligible for WIC program up to 6 months if they're a non-breastfeeding mom. So we're able to continue that relationship with them as a participant, receiving benefits until 6 months of age of the child.
Yes, they were very supportive of that. They have provided me a breast pump and also a lot of information.
WIC is very supportive on the breastfeeding. They provided us with a pump as well as bottles and other stuff.
I breastfed all my kids. All the research out there said it was better for my children, and I'm at home anyway, and who wouldn't want to sit there and hold this little baby?
At the end of the day, I love knowing that families are getting help with healthy, nutritious foods, and the information and education behind how that healthy food is impacting their children and their bodies as they're growing these children.
I would say the WIC office is for you and your kids. If you need help, if you are curious about what's out there for you and your children, what programs, I would say go to the WIC office. The women there are friendly, they're courteous, they're helpful, and they're the kind of people you want to talk to. My name is Brandy, and this is my WIC story.
My name is Antoinette, and this is my WIC story.
My name's Raven, and this is my WIC story.
My name is Rainbow, and this is my WIC story.
My name is Jamie, and this is my WIC story.